Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the final hour of trading today. This is January the 4th. It's Wednesday, 2023. Hey everybody, how you doing? And we're back, and it's good to see you. I look at this market today, and I just get the impression that, apart from that little speck right there, I get the impression that this market just wants to go higher. No matter what is being thrown at the market, it just kind of shrugs off the high and tight pitch and dusts itself off and gets ready to try to hit the golf ball or baseball out of the park. Um, this market wants to go higher. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're up about, I don't know, 60 to 90 points right now on the Dow. We've been, you know, up and down a little bit. The high for this for the Dow Jones today looks like it was set around 11:30, 11:45 this morning. We got up to 33,409. The low was this morning, right at around 10 o'clock, half an hour in, 33,033. So, we've had a 370-point swing today, and we're now at 33,258. We're up 121 points. So, 220 points from the low, 150 from the high, and we're on a climb higher right now. The market reached its high today before the Federal Reserve minutes were released. Today was the day that the actual discussions that were held between Fed governors had been released to the public. And in those minutes, it became fairly obvious fairly quickly that not a single Fed governor was interested in thinking about not raising rates in 2023. What we're wondering about, we always will, this is the way this game is played, is okay, they want to raise rates higher. We do know one thing, though. We have found out so far that it seems like they're not interested in raising rates as quickly as they had been for most of last year, because we had 0.75% rate increases one after the other after the other. We're now thinking, well, it's kind of half a point now, like we just had in December. We'll probably have a half a point here in the first week of February, which is 3 weeks from now. 4 weeks from now. And then maybe in March, we'll get another half a point or a quarter point. The question is, will the rates go up this year maybe 1.5% more? So maybe a half, a quarter, or a half and then a quarter and a quarter and a quarter. Are we going to go up 2% higher? We don't know. I think the way the Fed has been trying to sell the message to all of us is, look, we'll raise rates as we feel necessary. And if inflation and the economy is too hot for our liking, we're going to keep on raising rates. And we may stay at 0.5 point for several more cycles. If we feel things are calming down a little bit, we might just touch it with a quarter point here and a quarter point there. But there is no federal governor in these minutes, not one of them, that is even thinking of reducing interest rates anytime this year. So whatever they reach, whatever level they get to, they're not coming back down anywhere in 2023. Not the minutes that were released now from last month in December. Well, that news, that release of information and the ingestion, everyone ingesting this information and breaking it down, caused the market to back off this afternoon. And up until about 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern time, about an hour ago, the market backed off, but did not hit the low of the day. And that is what you have to understand about today's stock market. This is the chart here on my trusty iPhone for the Dow Jones right now. Here we are we're up 117 right now at 33,254. And here was the dip this afternoon. It was right there. But that low there was not the low from this morning. There's the difference. And then we've had a bounce from there to where we are now. That is a tip. Now, those of us who've been around a while in the business, We old timers, like I call myself, ancient fossils, we look at that and go, aha, okay, okay. Even after the minutes came out and they said they're going to raise rates, and they said they're not going to lower rates at all, with those two strikes, high and tight, this market just brushed itself off, grabbed their baseball bat, got back in the batter's box, getting ready to swing at the next pitch. This market's going, so, okay, whatever. We're going higher because I told you that for several reasons out there, many, many reasons, this market could go higher rather than lower because I don't think there's a reason for uh, pension funds and mutual funds and hedge funds and all kinds of institutions to dump stock right now. There certainly is no reason to dump stock for any tax reasons. And so it's the beginning of the year. We are not at all time highs. We didn't set new highs last month. We've been in a bear market. We're down here. And so more reason to pick up stock than to dump it. Not like last year. Last year, we were coming into interest rate hikes. We were getting the hints that we're about to have the interest rate cycle start off. And we were seeing inflation numbers coming up and up and up. We had been at a high, all-time high for the markets last summer and fall. We were primed for some pullback, and the market took advantage of the pullback. But this time around, we're not from that position. We're not overbought. Heck no. And so some stocks are more of a bargain than others. Of course, in my humble opinion, every single SPAC that we talk about here, former SPAC, they're bargains. They're basically all up today. But Tesla has way oversold. It really went too low, too fast, too far from 275, $300 a share to 104 yesterday. Yeah, even 108 the day before, a couple days ago, too much. Anyway, we're 113 on Tesla this morning, or this afternoon now. I guess it's now the afternoon. 113.23. We're up 513 on the day. This is not a recovery of yesterday's sell-off, though. Let's keep that in mind because we did have a, what was it, a $15 drop yesterday on the shares, and kind of the low 120s down to 104, closing at that 107.8 range. Here we are now, 113.34. Okay, we're about $9 higher almost than the low of yesterday, which that's good. That's better. 160 million traded today, not as many as yesterday, and the stock's moving up. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll see if this trend wants to continue. GameStop is green, $17.36, 38 cents. It's up 16. GameStop volume today, 2.8 million, 700,000 pre-split volume. Very, very light. The low on GameStop was also set this morning around 10 o'clock, just like Tesla. That's when that was the low of the day. The high of the day, 11 o'clock. We haven't been up there since. 1793 has been the high. We're at 1737, not quite 60 cents away from that. But we didn't hit a newer low this afternoon after the minutes came out. So again, the market there is primed for a possible little bump higher. ATIP, 1.6 cents higher at 31.2 cents, 280,000 traded. The low was this morning at 5 minutes after the opening, 29.4 cents a share. There was at least one trade done there, a couple thousand shares of that. Most of the trading has taken place around the 30 to 31 neighborhood. That's where most of the action has been, and it has been a slow lift to where we are here, 1.6 cents better. Will it hold? I don't know. This stock can go up a penny or two or down a penny or two just on one order. So at the moment, it's still too early to tell if a full-blown recovery is underway, but it sure looks a lot better. It sure does look a lot better in just its behavior and how it's meandering along. It seems to be coming up. If it can break 35 and 40 in that level, then it will attract a little more buying. Because then there will be believers and go, oh, maybe the low was in those 20s. That might have been it. And, here we go. We'll find out what they say. SoFi 477 today. How about that? We're up 27 cents on SoFi. We were as high as 488 today, and that was set not too long ago, just around 2 o'clock. We might take another run at that high. Up 27 cents on 41 million. Good day. It's a good day. It could be a 50 million share day today. All right. Heavy? No. Light? No. Good. Good wine. Apple up $1.42 at 126.48. Same thing, just like the Dow. Started down, went up, went down, went up. Didn't go down as low as the low today. 68 million traded, low of 125, high of 128. We're at 126.42, kind of in the middle. Upward bias, in my opinion. HPQ, Hewlett Packard, 27.28, definitely through 27. We touched 27.69 today. We were 40 cents higher than this, and that was also just between 11:30 and 12 today. It backed off after the Fed minutes, but now slowly coming on again. 3.9 million volume. That's kind of typical for HPQ, but it is showing a bit of an upward bias. Google has been down all day, basically. It's been in the red pretty well all day long. It did bottom out at 87.81. But you know what? It's at 88.60. The range is barely for $3.50. That's the range, the entire high to low. 88.60 down 110 wouldn't take much for a recovery there. Amazon down 37 cents. Home Depot up 3.15. Cisco is down 3 cents. It's been up all day until just the last half hour, but it's just down 3. Netflix holding a big day today, having a good day, up $15, $310. I'm surprised it's even here. Pfizer down $1.19, $50.06. It's been hovering around this 50 mark a lot of the day here. Trading at 9.59 times earnings, not an overpriced stock. So there's Pfizer. IBM 142.26 down, up actually 71 cents. Microsoft down 11.30, was down 15, I think. The low 225.96. So yeah, almost $15 for the low, but now 11.30 is the low, or is the current off price down 11.30. All right. Vanek Vector's up $4.97. Adobe up $4.95. Goldman up $2.72. Boeing up $7.55. These guys have been up all day. Meta up $2.99. All day been higher. Here are our former SPACs. We have SoFi already up 20 something odd cents. We got ME up 3.5 at 213. I have Rocket Lab up 14.5 cents to $4, 1.5 cents. Good to see it over 4. Matterport 277.9, up 8.9 cents. SmartRent having a very good day. Trading at 266.5, up 21.5 cents. Very good day there. Spire 103.7, up 3.7 cents. The high was 105 right off the opening. The low was 98 for a moment around 11 o'clock, but it smartly came back to the 103 level from 98. Sitting here at 103.7 on 176,000. So Spire seems to be just inching a little higher. Sextero, $2.14, up 8 cents today, adding to the gains of yesterday. Over on Royal Caribbean, what a big day. Big day, up 377 for Royal Caribbean, 52.48. Oil has been under pressure all day, and that might be helping Royal Caribbean and the cruise lines because oil is at $73.11 a barrel. We were $80 on Friday. That was 2 trading days ago. We're down $3.80 today. So this is a $7 drop in oil in 2 trading sessions. That's pretty significant, almost 10%. Might be helping Royal Caribbean and their future earnings potential. Because if crude prices drop, fuel prices drop, these cruise lines burn off a ton of oil, a lot of fuel. This allows them to lock in long-term contracts at lower prices per gallon. So we'll see how that plays out. Bed Bath & Beyond is up 8.5 cents. Carvana is up 34 to 4.97. Robinhood up 23 cents to 8.31. BlackBerry holding a 37-cent gain, 3.68. Norwegian's up 56 cents. Carnival's up 74 to 8.70. Now, Target up 111. JP Morgan up 118. Costco up 2.38. Walmart down only 32 cents. That's actually a little better than this morning. Disney holding their gains up 313 to 92.10. Nvidia up 438 and American Airlines up 85 cents at 13.59. There you have it. Moderna today 177.60 down 139. A little contrarian move there. The Dow now up 100 points. We're up 25 on S&P, and the Nasdaq is up 67 points. The big winners are Nasdaq and S&P, 2/3 of a percentage point combined, each of them. And then the Dow's up 0.3%. Oil, the big loser, down 5%, down 387 to 73.06 in Texas. There's what we have. It's nice to see SoFi at 476. 24 cents away from $5. Thank you. Hopefully this will continue little by little by little by little. We'll see. There you have it. 17.34 now on GameStop, up 14 cents. Tesla 113.33, up 5.23. ATIP 31.2 cents a share, up 1.7 cents on 281,000 shares. We're about at that. This is the high of the day on ATIP, 31.2, the high of the day. So we'll see if this stock wants to break out of this neighborhood. That would be fine by me. Thank you all for popping in here and making comments and throwing me some thumbs ups today while I was getting ready to go on the air. I appreciate it. We're just going to go right now to member only commentary. So we'll just hit over there. Thank you, lurkers, for being here. I also thank you to the new subscribers. We have a new Gold Bagel member, and we had a subscriber upgrade from regular member to Gold Bagel member. Fantastic stuff. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I appreciate this. We're live tonight, by the way, 8 o'clock this evening. I will be live, prime time live with Uncle Bruce. So if you're a Gold Bagel member, come on by. You're going to get an alert after the show is over. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you'll automatically get an alert that we're live tonight, 8 Eastern, and we're hanging out together. You can ask me whatever you want about your trades and the options. We have 77 thumbs ups that have already come in just 17 minutes. Thank you all. There goes 78. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. We always strive to hit 100 in the afternoon show, 200 in the morning show. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Fantastic. Well, there you go. What else is going on here? Financial Mischief says, I got a stink bid in on ATIP, $29.99. I'm trying to buy this stock at just under 30 cents. I put it back in around 9:15 this morning. I believe 165 hit. The rest of my order hasn't filled, so I'm not upset about it. Mr. Premium, number 63, glad I wrote covered calls on the run-up and bought back some cash secured puts for nice moolah. Good stuff. Way to go. Welcome all. And let's see what else is going on here. Does natural gas normally follow oil trends? It can, but it also can deviate. In Europe right now, this last 6-8 months, it's been a real scary market for natural gas, with Russia being cut off, with pipelines exploding under the North Sea. But apparently the very first ship from the United States carrying liquefied natural gas arrived, I think it was yesterday, in Germany from the USA. This is the first of many, many more. Apparently, a number of Eastern-based ports are equipped to transfer natural gas and liquefy it, put it on board ships to sail it across the Atlantic. And a huge number of contracts have been signed with European countries to basically replace Russian natural gas going forward. And so Germany has already been able all year long, all summer long, to build its natural gas supplies for the majority of this winter. And now natural gas is coming in from North America to fortify the European markets. And so I wouldn't be surprised if France, UK, Spain, and other countries will be receiving quite a bit of North American natural gas. And so it had been much higher in value than oil had been earlier this year, when the thought was there might be a major shortage of natural gas because Europe is a heavy user of natural gas. But no, things have calmed down quite dramatically on the natural gas front now that winter's here. No shutdowns, no rolling blackouts for power stations, and so far it's looking good. All right, there you go. Let's see what else is going on here. What else? Lorraine, thank you for number 44. Financial Mischief says, my SoFi investment account is my smallest account. I picked up some Tesla today. Average cost 110.75 on 8.5 shares. And I picked up Google. Average cost 88.15 on 15 shares. Alberto, exactly a few pennies. Never been so excited to watch SoFi go positive, even 2 cents. Alberto loves the fact SoFi's up. So do the rest of us. We're at 476 now, up 26. Brian, guys, I finally have enough to write 2 covered calls in my RESP and another 2 calls through my broker. That's 4. So I doubled in 4 months. I doubled. Things are going to start getting spicy, exponential growth. Anyone, perhaps in the next 2 to 3 months, you'll get to 8, and then you'll get to 16, so by summer, maybe you'll be at 15, 16 contracts. And by the end of this year, perhaps you could be at 30, 35. Big year coming up here, man. Exciting, because it can compound very nicely. So well done. Nicely done. Getting from 1 to 2 is a big deal. Getting from 10 to 11 is easier. Getting from 21 to 22, much easier. And so on. So, yeah, let's go. 113.40 is Tesla right now, up 5.18 a share. 113.44 I see as well. 80-point gain on the Dow. GameStop 17.29 up 9. ATIP 31.2 up 1.7 cents. SoFi 475.5-ish, and Apple 125.96. Just trying to get to 126. There you go. Those are what we are. Those are some of the values we're looking at right now, some of the numbers, valuations, and so on. Congrats, all of you. If any of you would like to be part of a 6-on-1 program for next week, Thursday, that is a week tomorrow, you can either send me an email and just let me know, but more importantly, if you would like to be part of the 6-on-1, there's only going to be one. If I'm going to do it, it's next Thursday from 1 till 2 Eastern. Make a donation for $150 in my PayPal account. Let me know you want in. Make sure to send me a private email with you so that I have your email address to give you your link. And we'll put you on camera next week, Thursday, 1 and 6. So far, Beach Boy has signed up. He's in. So Beach Boy is already in on the 1 on 6. If you'd like to join myself and Beach Boy next Thursday, send us a donation of $150 through PayPal with a private email, and we'll block off a spot for you. There's only 6 spots available for a 6-on-1, of course, and Beach Boy is the first one in. So there you go. Fantastic. What else is going on here? Here we go. Here we go. Bobby Atkinson. I'm in the same canoe, Brian. Up to 7 contracts now. I cannot wait until I'm doing multiples of 10. Fool of a Took is saying, stayed home sick today, slept through the morning show. Excited to be here for the last hour and for prime time tonight. Right on, Fool. Nice to have you here today. Go SoFi. Nick in Blythe is saying, it is my experience when an analyst comes on a mass distribution channel and touts certain stock like Netflix, there's a hidden motive. They want to sell to new investors while their buddies short it. Fool of a Took, Brian, great job. I recently moved beyond one call. Here's to a great 2023. Brian, Bobby, I hope it's a big canoe. I'm not small, Marcus, I'm number 87, Bruce, on the thumbs up meter. Brian, thanks everybody. It was a grind, but also got some dry powder this Christmas, which helped. I got the wife on my side now too, and she okayed me to do investing in covered calls as much as I can. This is a big deal. When you are, watching me in the early days, you just find this channel and you're just kind of wondering what we're up to here. And we talk about writing covered calls all the time. For a number of you out there, it's going to take some selling to convince your better half that, what you're trying to do with us here is worth it, more, safe and so So when you do get to the point where the better half studies your results for a few months and sees just what's happening, that is when you get the endorsement to say, okay, let's go. Let's put our, let's put some dough into this and start writing and bring in some cash. That's a big step. I know it. That is a huge step. And there's no need to be in a 100-yard dash doing this. This is one of those programs where if you're comfortable with a certain percentage of your portfolio into writing options, then that's your business. You're comfortable. You're comfortable. You feel that you want to up that amount over time, more power to you. You can grow it as well, even better. Um, but yeah, it is not uncommon on this channel, not at all uncommon here, where a high number of people who are here, whether they're talking all the time or occasionally making a comment, or they're members of the channel, but they're quiet. They're really not that active discussing it with us. There are a lot of husband and wife teams out there, quite a few, where both are very much aware of what's going on and what they're doing and what the parameters are for the options. And one of the two has a meeting to go to, maybe a Zoom meeting, will be tied up for 2 hours. The other one keeps an eye on the market while the Zoom meeting is on. And this is not uncommon at all. And of course, for the couples out there who've managed now to graduate to the point where they're now both not directly employed at the office anymore. They're working from home as a side gig, and they're doing full-time trading as their main gig, option trade. This is where it gets really interesting, because one of the two of them might be more comfortable watching the market go along, and the other person is used as sort of a sounding board as they kind of go back and forth with each other what they should do next. When you're traveling on a holiday, and you leave home and come home a month later and you have more money to your name than before you left on the holiday, then you know you're doing it right. You've been on a nice holiday, it costs you a couple of bucks to do this, airfare, hotels, meals, and sites, and yet you have more money in your account when you get back home than before you started the whole thing. Then you know you're really into some option writing and you've got some success going on. So congratulations, all of you, and well done, each and every one. Mirko Beach Boy is your resident DJ. Are you is 601? He never missed a show. Oh no, Beach Boy is your resident DJ on your 601. He never missed a show, and I bet he won't miss anyone anytime soon. Well, he gets a lot out of it. We cover a lot of ground. We've talked about these 6-on-1s since. I love comparing notes with my viewers on stuff like these 6-on-1s. I like to get your impression. I also enjoy having my one-on-one sessions where we'll talk about how this channel is doing and what I do on this channel and how we're doing what we're doing, the Wednesday night shows, the classes. I mean, I'm open to discussion on all this. When I wanted to move to writing covered calls full time, Coyote says, I used my spreadsheet to convince my girlfriend. I wanted to show her what I've been doing and how I've been successful at it. Don't just tell them, you show them. There you go. Flint Creek, hello gang. How you doing there? Deuce Caboose, I love beer, SoFi, and my wife in that order. Mirko, hi there, Flint. Deuce Caboose, I'm number 92, Bruce 808. Brian Deuce Caboose, did you mean to say that aloud? Actually, Alberto, your spreadsheet idea has helped many switch mindsets. Deuce Caboose, Brian, I'm an open bank. Mirko, Deuce, that's exactly the right order. If your wife isn't there to read your screen, because that could be bad. Brian, Gowdy, I also have a spreadsheet for both my accounts tracking buy, sell of stock and covered calls. Gowdy, Deuce Caboose, I got a priority list that I keep on the back of my head. My wife, my gillies, and my beautiful bean garden. Okay. Brian, most of the font is colored green for my profits. Coyote, Alberto, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I help people. There you go. Fantastic. Well, we have a gain here. It's just not it's not a market that is going to the moon yet. We have not yet been able to break free of gravity. We're up 35, 40 points on the Dow Jones, not 3 or 400 today. We're up 17 on S&P, and the Nasdaq's up 36. But oil down 380 at 73.13 is definitely helping things out. Oil getting hammered. Um, but looking at quotes, I see GameStop up 6 cents, which is it's all right, but it's not a great big day here. Moderna down 213. ATIP at 31 and a half. It's up now 1.9 cents. ATIP is up to its high today again, another new high on 291,000 shares. We're approaching a 2-cent gain on ATIP, and there's no one slamming the stock. It's been sort of up, flat, up, flat, up, flat, up, flat, just like this. Nothing dramatic, but little baby steps are happening here on ATIP. Tesla 113.02 up 492. SoFi 474 and a half up 24 and a half cents. The Apple shares 125.84 up 78 cents. HPQ up 47 to 27.22. Google down $1.48 today. It's been negative all day. Amazon down 84. Home Depot up 250. Cisco down 19. Netflix up 13.35. Pfizer down $1.23 to 50.03. The IBM up 56 cents. Microsoft still down 12. Bannock is up 405. Adobe up 350. Goldman up 179. Boeing up 722. Meta Platforms up 234. ME up 3.5. Rocket Lab up 15.5. Matterport up 8.5. SmartRent up to 19.5, almost 20 cents. Spire up 2, and Cyxtera up 9.5. So a lot of green on a number of stocks, with the Dow showing only a 45-point gain at this point. We had a 10-point loss yesterday. There you have it. What can I say? Let's see. DH, Grady, thanks for that spreadsheet idea. I'm going to try that approach to show my wife. Right now, her eyes glaze over every time I announce a victory. Well, yeah, you may want to show it there. I initially did a spreadsheet because I wanted to show the bank at some point when I got to buy us a home. Brian DH, I can picture my wife making that same look. I try to explain, but she's like that. This is like, it's just like right over her head, and sounds too good to be true. It's just, makes no sense. Alberto says YT. DH, Coyote, the bank will want broker statements as proof of income. Coyote, they'll be getting that also. Alberto, just 1099 yourself. Cindy, I'm up to 3,000 Rocket Lab now, with an average cost of $627, and I'm writing calls. Right on. DH, Coyote, spreadsheet shows myself progress as everything I make goes back into building leverage. Bobby, very nice, Cindy. Brian, writing on Rocket Lab, nice work. I didn't know anyone did that yet. There you go. We're holding a 39-point gain. GameStop is up 2. It's down 2. Right now it's up 2. ATIP 31 and a half. Tesla 113.03. SoFi 474. There you go. That is what we got. Getting through the afternoon here with about 27 minutes to go. We got the Fed meeting numbers out. The minutes came out. No real surprise. And now it's just a matter of, where we go from here. What's our next move? Coyote says to DH, Ruda, exactly. The other day I scrolled up in my spreadsheet to the total profit I have, and it made me feel incredible seeing how much I've made in profit in 2022. I never could have imagined it. Bobby wrote a few. I wrote a few contracts on the former specs. Just needed a good earnings pop and right into strength. Karim, I told my wife. She said it was a pyramid scheme and left me alone. Laugh out loud. Worked out perfectly. Laugh out loud. Kent, Coyote, well done, says Kent. Zach, my wife doesn't believe it yet either, says Zach. I'll be proving it in the next couple of years when I take her on a fabulous vacay, paid all through premiums. The real kicker will be if we can just have that extravagant meal on that day's profits while on the trip itself. Yeah, that would be good. Alberto, all of my wives get a copy of my spreadsheet monthly. I hate printing 10 of them, though, but all those women, they all get a copy of how it's been going. Well, Alberto, you keep doing that. You keep spreading those kinds of good vibes, those good sheets, those good performance sheets. there might be a lineup of returnees who want back in. I don't know. I don't know if you want anyone back or not. I can't say, but that's interesting. Bobby is going, Alberto's laughing. Bama Babe is laughing. Maybe a good idea to change the locks, move out of town, get a dog in the front yard to warn you. I don't know, my friend. Coyote, you got to get your wives to sign up for paperless billing, Alberto. Zach, Alberto, that polygamy is working great. Coyote, for the environment, laughing out loud. Mirko, be careful, Alberto. If one of them notices you, you're screwed. Alberto is laughing. Oh, my. What can I say? 31.4 is the last trade now on ATIP, up 1.8 cents. Tesla at 112.64 up 450. SoFi 471 up 21. Apple up 45 to 125.52. The Dow has gone negative. We're negative 23 points. A computer cell program has come in, where the S&P and the Nasdaq are still in the green at the moment. That's the story. All right. Oil down 379 to 73.14. We have 24 minutes left in our session for the day today. Coyote says, I picture Alberto having a sweatshop situation where he has his wives all writing covered calls for him in a cramped room with no air conditioning. Beach Boy. I decided to write on Tesla March 17, 25s. Would those be 125s? I'm not sure what's going on here. And I used the premium to buy 300 and wrote 3 more. Thank you, Alberto, for discard pep talk. There you go. Alberto Coyote, great idea. Options Nomads. We wrote our first covered calls about 8 months after I, the husband, started following this channel. Now we manage the account together, and my wife does most of the trades. There you go. Options Nomads. On road trips, whoever isn't driving the car is driving the trading account. There you go. So one's driving the car and one's driving the trades. Good system. Brian Beach Boy, can I get a link to the Discord? I emailed Uncle Bruce about it back on December 19th. Thank you. Send me another email and I'll get to Alberto Beach Boy. Nice work with your average. I would be writing as well. Coyote Option Nomads. This is awesome. Laughing out loud. Oh, good stuff. The Dow now down 25. S&P up 8, Nasdaq up 9. GameStop down a dime at 17.10. ATIP 31.4 cents. Tesla 112.61 up 450. SoFi 471, hanging on to a 21 cent gain here. There it is. Oh boy, excuse me. Microsoft and United Health, they're the ones losing the most of the Dow points today, apparently. And we're down only 6 points on the Dow again. We're coming back on. It looks like we might go green on the Dow yet again. We'll see if that happens. Up 10 on S&P, up 13 on NASDAQ. They've just popped up a little bit. Okay. Coyote, I remember January 2021. We had to take our pet to the vet for a few cities away. And I would drive and tell my girlfriend step by step what to do to write for me on the phone, laughing out loud. Alberto Options, nice. Dude says, my partner doesn't believe I'm making money either. Talk to me in a year and we shall see. I'm having trouble showing her the big picture. She's just like, oh, he's selling soap now? Flint Creek soap? He's hustling that too? Like, really? What's this guy? Options, Nomads. Hey, Uncle Bruce, maybe this is a better topic for primetime, but we were looking at the idea of a poor man covered call on Tesla. We just can't find any good 90-10 calls to buy. Is Tesla not a good enough target for the strategy? This has been the problem with Tesla. The premiums are so high on Tesla stock options, that it's difficult to find a very competitively priced Tesla call. That has been an issue. Alberto, dude, I can't saying Coyote. I've done that with my son. I had him trade while I was driving to a golf event out of town. Now he drives, makes it easier. Coyote, can't the benefits of a kid growing up with a license. Alberto, I love Tesla premiums. I need a pop, though. That's what Alberto is looking for. And right now we're up 450, 445 at 12, 112.55. ATIP 31.4, up 1.9 cents on ATIP, just 1/10 below the high of the day. 293,000 traded on ATIP. It's not giving up anything here. The Dow is still off 17. We're up 8 on S&P. We're up 4.5 on NASDAQ. Treading water on all three indexes, it looks to me. Dude is saying, she likes the soap, though. Good job on the soap, Uncle Bruce. Mirko, options nomads with Tesla around 100. Just buy the shares, says Mirko. Beach Boy, now I wrote 25 Apple Feb 130s at 571. I got 571 for the Apple Feb 130s. Ho, ho, ho. Please check PayPal Jen's second fund. Bread. The bread is extra. Thank you, sir. Let me take a quick peek here, see if that kicked through here. Oh, it did. It did. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Beach Boy. Donation towards Jennifer's second operation. Thank you very much. That is very, very generous of you, as usual. Fabulous, sir. Let's see what we have here. We continue through here. We have 103 thumbs ups. It looks like they keep coming. Mirko, start with 1 or 2 Tesla contracts. Buy 1 or 2 under shares. Start with 1 or 2. Cindy B, I just bought the Tesla stock. Good premiums. DH Ruta can't. Hey, here trade so you can pay for your golf lesson. Right. That's what DH is saying there. Alberto, with Uncle's process, I've doubled up on Tesla shares. No out-of-pocket money used at all. Dude, everyone's going to be cleaning up with Uncle Bruce soon enough. Options, nomads, Mirko. Yeah, that's what we were thinking, or we were just talking about. Good idea. Alberto, dude, absolutely. Flint Creek, hey, I need accounts. Sell away. There you go. We're down 29 on the Dow with 18 minutes left. Nothing much happening here. We're up 6 on S&P. We're up only 1 point on the NASDAQ. So we're treading the break-even line here. GameStop down 3 cents. We got a quiet day here when it's all said and done. Moderna down 2.99 at 176. HIP 31.4. Tesla 112.41. SoFi 471 up 21. Apple at 125.34 up 27. HPQ Hewlett Packard up 34, 27.10. Google still down about $1.80. Amazon down 120, down $1.26. Home Depot down up 160. Cisco down 38. Netflix up 12. Pfizer down 135. IBM up 17. It's just back and forth. Microsoft down 12.80. Vanik is up 333. Adobe up 153. Goldman up 24. Boeing up 713. Meta up 185. Now, 23andMe as the first SPAC, first former SPAC we follow, that is in the red. Half a penny, 209.5. It backed off a half a penny. Rocket Lab up 13.5. Matterport up 6.5. SmartRent up 17.5. Spire up 2. Cyxtera up 8.5. Everything else is green except for 23andMe. Half a penny at the moment. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Go SoFi is saying, Uncle Bruce, see how manipulated Netflix is? It is going down. Brian, GameStop is a nothing burger day today. Gonna break even, volume 3.3 million. Beach Boy, I am jealous of your Apple positioning. DH Ruta, I'd love to know how many contracts capital is pushed into the market from this channel monthly. Yeah, I sometimes speculate that there's got to be 5,000 to 10,000 contracts on the go because of this channel. Minimum 5,000 to 10,000 collectively on everything, minimum. And I could be light on that. I really don't know, but it's exciting. Dumouriez, Nick, what's it going to take for the markets to move out of these ranges that they've been in for the past couple of weeks? I mean, what are we going to need here? Alberto Flint, I have a party scheduled this week. Guess what I am giving away as a gift? Yep, the Flint soap set. Alberto on Sunday. Mirko, DH Ruda, a lot. Flint Creek, Alberta, you are the best. Brian, go SoFi. Were you watching Jim Cramer? Haven't you ever heard of the inverse Cramer rule? Always do the opposite of what he says. Flint Creek, I just solved a design problem I've been wrestling with for a year. Marcus, I had Tesla deep into money calls when I started writing covered calls around 195. I converted them to stock since then. One time value of those calls increased nicely, but I took a hit on the book value when the stock died. DH Flint Creek, did it come to you when your stink bid hit? Brian, Alberto, what kind of party are you having that you need to give out soap? Mud wrestling? What's going on here? Beach Boy, Brian, Uncle Bruce said some time ago, GameStop liquidity is down. Premiums are still high, but the fills are harder to get now. Flint Creek, this is major for me. This is a breakthrough. This is going to make this a multi-million-dollar business. Alberto, a Chinese auction. Everyone brings a gift. I'm excited for the group to smell my cashmere scented body. Alberto is laughing. Karim, laughing out loud. Alberto, Bobby, going to the Dragon's Den or Shark Tank? Sell my house fast. Number 106, thumbs ups, Bruce. Karim, sniff, tight hug, Alberto. Laughing out loud. Kent, Uncle Bruce, this morning, towards the end of the show, Alex asked you about writing 15s. I loved your answer. I studied the option chain, and at the pop today, I wrote a 15 and a 1650 for May, and I bought another poor man covered call. There you go. Win, says Kent. Nick, oh yeah, Flint, how do I order some soap? Alberto, Ken is laughing. We are coming into the final 14 minutes. The market right now on the Dow is off 41 points. We got GameStop down 4 cents. Moderna down 309. ATIP up 1.8 at 31.4. We got Tesla up 459 at 112.69. SoFi is at 21.5 cents on the upside, 471.5. And the Apple's up 33 cents. There it is. Flint Creek, I'm getting the Stink Bids shirt. It will confuse many. My dad is moving up with me, and he will learn all about covered calls. Alberto, Nick Dumouriez, try the cashmere. Lame Duck, I am 107, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter. Beach Boy, Alberto, laughing out. I can smell it all the way over here. Bama Babe, I've been writing covered calls this week while dodging tornadoes down here in Alabama. I mean, literally, I would write each call and then run to our safe room. I'm a dedicated option writer. There we go. Alberto, Beach Boy, laughing out loud. Man, oh man. Down 32 on the Dow at the moment, down 4 on GameStop. That's where we're at right here. What else is going on here? I don't know. There's a rumor going around that Jeff Bezos may return to run Amazon again. Shares are not doing too well, are they, on Amazon? But I don't know. Brian wanted to know, Kent, was that on GameStop? Beach Boy, Brian, sorry for the Discord. Just email me again, will you? Coyote Bama Babe isn't afraid of tornadoes. Tornadoes are afraid of Bama Babe. Kent, yes, GameStop. Wrote some GameStops and bought another deep into money call. Bama Babe, Coyote, laughing out loud. Dude, I wonder if when these GameStop managers start getting vested shares next month, and that'll increase liquidity. That's possible. Alberto, Bama Babe, bobbing, weaving, right. Yep, bobbing and weaving and writing. The Dow is down only 8 points. We're coming on again. Another buy wave. We're up 9.8 on S&P. We're up almost 13 on NASDAQ. The markets are coming on again with 11 minutes left in the session. GameStop down 6. Tesla up 450, 112.61. We're at 472 now on SoFi, another penny higher, 22.5 cents today. A little up move coming in right now on the markets. Lame Duck, I have over 14,000 shares from this channel. Rock and roll. Giddy up. Let's go. Let's roll, babies. Yeah, man. I love to see up markets here and folks making money on option contracts. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're plus 6 on the Dow. We're green on the Dow, green on S&P, green on Nasdaq. Oil still at 73.07 a barrel, not doing great. Lorraine, we had a tornado watch last night. It was nerve-wracking. I tell you, not fun at all. 22-point gain on the Dow now, 14, 15 on S&P, and 25 points on Nasdaq. There, all three markets are going higher at the same time. Still down 6 on GameStop, up 467 now on Tesla, 112.77, approaching 113. 474 on that SoFi now. We're up 24 cents. Another couple of pennies just came through here. We're up 70 on Apple now. 38-cent gain on HPQ. Google just recovering about 20 cents, still down 166 instead of 186. And on ME, we're still down a half a penny, but we're up 16.5 on Rocket Lab. We're up 7.5 on Matterport. We're up 17.5 on SmartRent, up 2 on Spire, and up 9.5 on Sextera. Okay, there you go. Alberto is going, wait, what? Bama Babe, what the heck is a safe room? It's like a real vault or something like that. What's that? Maybe it's the basement. I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, we're watching the markets turning green with 9 minutes left. We just have a little green bias towards the indexes. We're up 27 on the Dow, 12.3 now, 13.3 on S&P, and 23 on Nasdaq. All three have inched into the green and are getting a little higher. 38 now on the Dow. Okay. A Beach Boy, there's a rumor running around here that I might go back to my late parents' place. They're not doing too good, says Beach Boy. Alberto, I want one now, a safe room. Zach, the most center room of the house, usually a bathroom. Dude, well, I created an account at Tastyworks today. I'll be rolling my account over this week, likely. I'm looking forward to being able to write poor man covered calls. I'll be buying more classes, Uncle Bruce. Right on, dude. Bama Babe, because tornadoes are prevalent down here, when I built my home, I had a room reinforced with a steel door. Right on. Right on, Bama Babe. Making sure. We're up 35 on the Dow, 14.7 on S&P, 25 on Nasdaq now. All right. And GameStop is just off 2 cents, just down to Tesla up 460 at 112.73. We're at 474 now on SoFi. Looks like we might go for 475 here, and we're at 125.70 on Apple, just under 126. The Dow now up 44 points, a little stronger again. All right. Okay. Wow. Alberto, I went to Manhattan Diamond District to buy some stones. I was literally inside a vault. It's kind of a creepy feeling, though. Go SoFi. Dude, welcome to Tasty. Nick Dumouriez, I'm guessing bad jobless data tomorrow kills the market. Well, actually, if we get, bad data, I'm not sure how this goes. If we get an economy that's showing weakness, that could be good for the market because the Fed won't be so concerned. But we get stats that show strength, then that means higher rates, lower market. But the market is shrugging this off right now. It's just shrugging this stuff off. It's not surging to in crazy heights, but we're just not getting knocked off our saddle here. This market is not interested in taking a dump. It's up 21 on the Dow. It was down only 10 points yesterday. We have 6 minutes to go. So here you are. Beach Boy, just continuing the trend of people going back to their old positions. Nick Dumouriez, by bad data, I mean good data, right? Good data, which is bad for the market, right? Bama Babe, you would not know this one room was reinforced unless you looked at the blueprints, laughing out loud. Otherwise, you have no idea. Very interesting, Bama. You got to take care of yourself down there. No question about it. We're down to $73 a barrel on oil, down $3.93 now. So even 73 is in peril. Might go below that. Quite interesting. GameStop just down a penny. That's it. Just a penny on GameStop. 113.11 on Tesla. We popped up to 113, up $5. 474.5 on SoFi. Trying to get to 475 now. And we're up 71. We're up 88 on Apple. 125.94. We're up 60 on the Dow. We just popped. 5 minutes to go. We're just popping on the Dow Jones here. A little move up right now. Buying coming in. 113.20 on Tesla here. Yep. Interesting. Very interesting. Beach Boy Alberto. I never thought of you in need of more stones. How many ex-wives have you got? Lorraine, Alberto, what are you doing in my neighborhood? I have a coop in Penn South, Chelsea. I have no idea what that means. Mirko, Alberto, is there anything with value you wouldn't buy? I mean, don't you own any handmade Persian carpets or something like that? Mirko, I mean, Rugman would love them, I guess. We're up 72 on the Dow Jones, 72 points, definitely climbing with 4 minutes left. We're up 21 on S&P, and we're up 50 on the NASDAQ. We definitely have an uptick going here. 72.99 on oil. We broke 73. Interesting market here. Okay, 113.21 on Tesla. The high today, 114.59 earlier today. So we still have $1.20 to go if we want to break the high, but 4 minutes is all we have left. 113.21 on Tesla. All right. 80-point gain on the Dow, 21 on S&P, 53 on NASDAQ. Okay. GameStop is +4. We're at 17. Make it +5. 17.25. We're up 5 cents on GameStop. We've just gone into the green now. ATIP holding 31.4 cents, up 1.8. Tesla 113.18, 113.21. SoFi 474.9. We're trying to get to 475 here. If we break that, we might have a bit of a gap. I don't know. Maybe. We've got only, though, 3 minutes left in our session. Apple's over 126, up $1.02, 126.09. 113.18 on Tesla, up 5.08. Okay. All right. 83-point gain on the Dow Jones, 7.7-cent gain on GameStop. And ATIP pushing higher again, 1.9 cents here, trying to get to 31.5. Okay. Alberto, I seen a guy with a 3-carat pinky ring, single stone. Thanks. Had to get one. Never wear it though. Beach Boy, Mirko, and Alberta. I got a Persian carpet here for you. Coffee included. Bread is extra. Alberta, Beach Boy. When I visit, I will sleep on the Persian carpet. Bucket list of mine. Laughing out loud. Mirko, Beach Boy. What Alberto said. I'm there too. The Dow up 97. 2 minutes to go. We're pushing a 100-point gain on the Dow. 23-point gain on S&P. 57 on NASDAQ. We're getting some more positive volume here. We're up 11 cents now on GameStop. 17.31, up 11 cents. Tesla 113.25. SoFi 475.5. We went right through 475. Up 25.5 cents on SoFi. Apple at 126.24, up 117. Back to ME. 23andMe was just unchanged. Now it's down to half a penny again. Mandu number 5. I just bought another $10 deep in the money call at 9. I'm now selling 3 calls on GameStop. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Beach Boy Alberto. I got a bucket as well if you wish. Alberta's laughing here. Beach Boy, Mirko, same thing for you, buddy. We've got Rocket Lab up 17.5 to 404.5. Matterport 277.5, 278 up 9. Smart Rent 265 up 20 cents. Spire up 4 cents to 104, and Sextera 216.5 up 10.5. All SPACs, including ME, just went flat or flat or up. The Dow up 124. 1 minute to go. We're up 131 on the Dow now. 25-point gain on S&P, 64 on NASDAQ. We got a good close going on here. Mirko, if we for all bagel millionaires, let's meet at Beach Boys. How about that? 142 on the Dow, last minute of the day. A 13-cent gain on GameStop. Look at that market coming on. 113.59 on Tesla, 549. A very good buy wave coming at the end there. Larry Titus, the bells are ringing. We're shutting her down. Zach, thank you, Larry, very much. 133 gain on the Dow, 28 on S&P, 72 on NASDAQ. Oil, 73.05, hanging on. We're up 13 on GameStop now, and we're up 1.9 on ATIP, 31.4 last trade. 334,000 traded on ATIP. There's no selling, didn't drop it today. It was an up day on ATIP almost all day long here. Tesla 113.64 up 554, 477 on SoFi up 27. Good day there. Flint Creek, it looks to me like ATIP shares sold half the average. Alberto Mirko, not if you mean when. It's a definite. DQ 119, thumbs up. Thank you, Larry. Larry Titus, ME flat, everything else up. Beach Boy. Yep, Larry, again with those shiny cowbells. There you go. No, an okay session. I'm not complaining about today's session. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the ME at 210 did not change. Did not end up in the red. Rocket Lab is 404 up 17. Matterport up a dime, 279. SmartRent up 20.5 cents, 265.5. Spire up 4 cents to 104, and Sextera up a dime, 216. So all SPACs have gone up. I think that's 2 days in a row. I'm not exactly sure if all the SPACs gained yesterday, but it could be very close to that. A DQ, a cowbell, buddy. Cowbell. We all need cowbell. And there you have it. There's our session for the day today. This market did not want to give up ground, no matter what was being thrown at it. Fed meetings, downgrade on Microsoft, didn't matter. Didn't matter. Market went up anyway, and went up nicely in the last 10 minutes. Actually, very nicely in the last few minutes of trading. We definitely had an upsurge. We are kind of back to the 2 o'clock this afternoon levels. So that was a nice recovery there at the end. Now, does this translate into a big start tomorrow? That is the question. And if so, why and how and where and all that. We'll be here for that. Tomorrow is Thursday. But before tomorrow, I'll be on the air here tonight, 8 o'clock, for the Gold Bagel member primetime show. Primetime with Uncle Bruce, 8 o'clock this evening. Make sure to drop in. Alberto, Larry, thanks for dealing with the chipmunk face and pain to ring the bells. You're a trooper. I would have been hiding under a blanket. DQ, got to run. See you all for prime time. Zach, later, gang. Brian, the last 10 minutes of GameStop was all green candles. Late day runs are always fun to see. Splair, have a good night, y'all. Mirko, but we have to make some extra moolah so we can invite the GOAT and his Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, business class, of course. Coyote Rugman is rubbing his hands together somewhere. Giddy up. There you go. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your afternoon today, early evening. I'll see some of you tonight at 8 if you can join me. And then here tomorrow morning before the 8:30 show, we'll do the trade alert around 8 in the morning Eastern time. And then we'll be on tomorrow at 8:30 again. So all the best to all of you. Stay healthy, stay well, get some rest. And I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock right here on this channel. Looking forward to it. Beach Boy, Mirko, absolutely. Let's have Uncle Bruce with a meet and greet on the yacht for the Mediterranean cruise. Coyote, see you all tomorrow. There you go. That'd be fun. Mirko, Beach Boy, thanks. Great idea. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. John Anderson, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Way to go. Neat, says Richard. Larry, Alberto, I'm passing out shortly. Numbing meds starting to wear off. Richard Carlin, thumbs ups here. Dean, neat. Thank you, buddy, and everyone else. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time for Gold Bagel members. Thanks, guys. See you later.